Hi everyone, and Happy New Year again. Last week we started with evaluation. Today I'm going to show you another sneak peek of my evaluations so you understand why it is so important for the client to be evaluated correctly. See you in a bit. Hello again. We are ready to go with another sneak peek from my evaluation process. So when clients come to me, they are guarded with layers of fear and pain. They have a condition, some chronic pain usually, which I'm working on. I'm not working on diseases, but I work on conditions. Usually people make three mistakes. First is they think that the pills are for life, and rightfully so, because that's what the doctors tell them. This is absolutely untrue. The pills are here to suppress the symptoms so you can get more energy to change your lifestyle, so you can get healthier in a healthy environment and you can tackle the problem. Of course, our doctors, they don't have time to work with us on that. That's why it's very convenient to say the pill is for life. If you don't take it, you will die. I want to tell you that yes, in some cases, the pill has to be taken if nothing else is done, because yes, it can support life. It is fortunate or unfortunate, our medicine is so far ahead for those things that it's very helpful in acute care. When it comes to chronic disease, I doubt if this is true from what I see and the clients I work with, their history and their experiences with the medical establishment. Of course, if they come to me, it's not successful. Second mistake people make is they start all over the place from not knowing how to approach chronic condition. This is a mistake because it overwhelms them and doesn't bring results, and people fall off the wagon very, very early. The stress is to the roof and most of the people just can't handle it. And the third one is that they don't look for a coach or some wellness therapist or practitioner. They think they understand the whole picture. But now in the next slide, I will show you that this is not like that. I want to show you a success story of my current client who agreed to share her results. I'm not going to share her name, of course. She's 60-year-old female. And this is my initial evaluation on her. As you can see, I'm evaluating in the columns on top the systems of the body, how they work. This is not diagnosis. This is just evaluation. I'm asking questions. Those questions have points, and then I summarize the points and I get the result. It gives me an idea, a general idea how that system works, because you know what, if you are not evaluating, you're guessing. Oh yeah, the saying was, if you're not assessing, you're guessing. And that's what happens very often. People chit chat, oh, this is wrong, that is wrong, but there is nothing tangible to show you which system has to be approached and how it has to be approached and what the breakdown of your work with the client has to be. So that's why I'm very grateful to my school, the Czech Institute, who made those charts and taught us to work with them. As you can see, there are three levels horizontally. First level on the bottom, then the second level. They're divided by little lines, and the third level. The third level is my high priority. It's where I'm starting from. As you can see to the left, the gastrointestinal tract doesn't really work very well because all the points are there in my priority. And while working with the client, I know why this particular client has irritable bowel syndrome, which can be divided into Crohn's disease and colitis. In her case, we don't know, she had never been diagnosed. So my approach was a general approach on the digestive system to see what will happen. And then later on, if she has to, maybe she has to approach a doctor again, so we know if it's colitis or Crohn's disease. And it would be, the best thing would be to work with a doctor, because they have so much knowledge when they're specialists on a certain system. That could be very helpful for the healing process. If you have an open-minded doctor who can work with your wellness therapist, that is the best. So I approached the digestive system and we got amazing results for the short period of time. We had about less than 3 months. Then, as you can see, number 3 is the endocrine system, the adrenals. And you also can see number 6, mood, that we have anxiety and anger. So that shows me that the stress, never mind, she doesn't show it in front of me. Usually future clients, they try to show that they're so much better than they are, and people are guarded, as I said. But I found out slowly while peeling the onion that the stress is just to the roof. So I had to work on that as well. And of course, if we have all these problems, we have a problem with the immune system. The immune system really is the guardian from the environment. The immune system is that primary thought of every wellness therapist that has to be approached when there is a condition. Because what we do, and myself included as coaches, we help the body, we give the body tools, we give the body environment so it can solve their own problem. The body is extremely intelligent and knows very well what to do. And it's the body that does it. It's something which is called life force, which I will talk about in another video. So there was a little problem with the muscular skeletal system. I approached that too, and we have very good results. This is my evaluation primarily. It takes me about 3 hours after the clients fill out the questionnaire. It takes them more than an hour to answer all the questions. And then I start conversation with them to understand very well in depth where the disease or the condition started, how long, how did they feel then, what changed, what did they do throughout the years, and other things we discuss. Sometimes I have to do musculoskeletal evaluation, which is longer. It depends on the problem. When, let's say, posture is involved, in headaches, sometimes posture is involved. So this is one of the things I'm doing, and this is a success story already. And next time I will show you what success we achieved for the 3 months. So possibilities for healing are vast. They can be through the physical body, they can be through the spiritually approached, they can be mentally approached, they can be with a lifestyle changes approach, with environment, and etc. The approach we decide when we discuss it with the client. What can be done right now, what is easy to start with, and how the client feels. I can't force people to meditate or do self-hypnosis or to pray if they don't want to do it spiritually. Usually we start physically because it's easier. It's easier to adjust the nutrition, it's easier to adjust the hydration, and to spend time with me for some manipulations of the fascia and etc. A lot of people choose to work on their own. This is great, but 80% of them just fall off the wagon. It is impossible to solve problems like that when you yourself are not a specialist and you don't understand the root of the problem. So I am, of course, the resources are out there. Everything is out there. You can find the right resources, but how to know which is right for me, how to apply it to me, this is the difficult part. It needs evaluation, because if we're not assessing, we are guessing. And if we are guessing and we don't know what to assess, we can't really build a successful program. Working with someone who will take us by the hand is very important. I said for working on your own that 80% of the people just fall off the wagon. This is because they don't have a dream team. They don't have a support system to achieve the dream, the goal. And very often I'm asking my clients, what is the dream? So I know, as you're part of your dream team, and who are in your dream team? Is it your partner? Is it your friend, etc.? So I know how to lead you towards that goal. Walking through the process is a difficult thing. The process is multi-layered. As you saw on the previous chart, first we approach this bodily system, then we approach that one, then things change. And now we have to do something else, which we didn't even think about in the beginning. That's why contact and constant feedback is extremely important, and then we can have our problem solved, and we have our energy, life energy back. Not working on the problem, a lot of people choose that. Yes, they trust the pill, and as doctors often say, or people think, that's it, that's all, I have this condition and I'll have it for life. I want to tell you that, for instance, you probably know that multiple sclerosis is a deadly disease. It's very difficult to control. Sometimes it can just progress extremely fast, but there is a way. People who I know of, one of them is Dr. Terry Walls, who had multiple sclerosis. She still says, I have it. It's in me, but it's dormant. And with the lifestyle changes and everything I've done, I changed so much that my whole texture, my structure changed, my body changed, and now I can live a life like a normal person. I know that I still can get it. It still can procreate in me and be the disease and make the body diseased. And I go again on a wheelchair, but with what I know, I won't let it do it. So it is possible, even for those very difficult conditions to tackle, to really keep us at a level where we can live our life like normally with a very good standard. Not working on the problems, yes, we are falling through the cracks of the current medical system, or our beliefs that this is impossible to happen. It's very sad, but it's happening. So that's why you know where to find me. If you need any questions, please don't hesitate to call me. I have something like evaluation. It's a road mapping of the problem. I spend an hour and a half with potential clients where I can discuss with them what have been the roadblocks on the way to solving the problem, and then we map the steps that can lead to eliminating of that chronic condition. This is not a coaching session. This is a simple conversation where we just share what's happening with the body, with the disease. Where did it start? How did it start? What went wrong? Why? Were there any peaks of the disease or of the renovated body, and then downfalls, and what has to be done? So that's what I'm doing in those free calls. Feel free to approach me for one of those. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Leave a question or comment and we'll be glad to answer. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow and subscribe.